যোগাযোগের সাথেই বাড়ে বন্ধুত্ব, আর বন্ধুত্বের সাথেই বেড়ে যায় নির্ভরশীলতা, মিটিয়ে দেয় দূরত্ব। সম্প্রতি AMTOI অ্যাসোসিয়েশন অফ মাল্টিমোডাল ট্রান্সপোর্ট অপারেটর অফ ইন্ডিয়া মহাপরিচালক শিপিংয়ের সাথে যুক্ত MTO-গুলির জন্য শিপিং এবং লজিস্টিক শিল্পের একমাত্র প্ল্যান ইন্ডিয়া বাণিজ্য সংস্থা অনুষ্ঠিত করল পূর্ব অঞ্চল সম্মেলন। এর উদ্দেশ্য ছিল পূর্ব অঞ্চলে বন্দর ও পরিকাঠামো উন্নয়ন, সুযোগ এবং সহ আলোচনা করা। শ্রী বিনীত কুমার IRSE, শ্যামাপ্রসাদ মুখার্জি বন্দরের চেয়ারম্যান প্রধান অতিথি এবং মূল বক্তা হিসাবে অনুষ্ঠানে উপস্থিত ছিলেন। এছাড়াও উপস্থিত ছিলেন সম্মানিত অতিথি শ্রী সব্যসাচী হাজরা, ভারতের শিপিং কর্পোরেশনের প্রাক্তন CMD এবং BCC&I এর বর্তমান চেয়ারম্যান। লজিস্টিক্সের সাথে শ্রী আশুতোষ জয়সওয়াল, চেয়ার কলকাতা চ্যাপ্টার NSCFS, এবং এছাড়াও উপস্থিত ছিলেন প্যান ইন্ডিয়া উপস্থিতি থাকা মাস্টার্স গ্রুপের শ্রী জেরাক্সেস মাস্টার এবং AMTOI এর বর্তমান সভাপতি। শ্রী বিনীত কুমার ক্যালকলিং টিভি এবং হেডলাইন্স ত্রিপুরাকে দেওয়া তার একান্ত সাক্ষাৎকারে উত্তর পূর্ব ভারতের যাতায়াত ব্যবস্থার উন্নতির কথা বলেন। সম্প্রতি বাংলাদেশের প্রধানমন্ত্রী শেখ হাসিনার ভারতে আগমনের কথাটি তুলে ধরলেন তিনি এবং তৎসহ আরও বললেন যে যোগাযোগ ব্যবস্থার উন্নতি হলে উত্তর পূর্ব ভারত, ত্রিপুরা এবং বাংলাদেশের মধ্যে সুসম্পর্ক তৈরি হবে।
Sir, as you are aware that Bangladeshi Prime Minister recently visited India, and out of the 7 MOUs which she has signed with the Indian Prime Minister, shipping or the naval link, that is one of the important aspects of the discussion. So being the chairman of Calcutta Port Trust, what kind of new role you are envisaging for the Port Trust?
See, already there is a great amount of cooperation between the two countries. The Indo-Bangla Protocol agreement is already there, and the new initiative which is taking shape is the connecting northeast part of India, Meghalaya, Assam, Tripura, with our Calcutta port and other ports in the east via Mongla and Chattogram port. So we very recently did trials wherein we have sent cargo from here to Mongla, and then it went to Tripura and Meghalaya, Dauki, and I think 3 days ago we sent a Tata steel bars to Chattogram, and now they are on way to Silchar in Assam. And return it will bring tea from Silchar, and via Chattogram it will come back to Calcutta. And our estimation is that it will reduce the cost by 30%, it will reduce the transit time by around 40%. It's a win-win situation, and it gives a very good alternative to the chicken neck. So this is a win-win situation for both the countries. This will reduce our cost. This will create employment opportunities in both the ports and trucking, all those sectors both in India and Bangladesh. So I feel that this is one thing which is going to be think of the future, and also transit via waterways. We did a trial of sending Tata steel bar from Haldia port to Assam. So that trial has been done. There were certain areas of concern which have been found, which we are taking care of. And we hope that we should be sending cargo via river route also. So operationalization of national waterways too via the Indo-Bangladesh Protocol route is something which we look forward to. Our trade with Bangladesh is growing at a rate of 11% as regards Calcutta port is concerned, that through waterways. So that is a big change which is happening. Both the countries and the users are using economical and the environmentally better way of sending the goods via waterways. So I hope that is another area where a lot of growth we will see.
And it is widely perceived that in the wake of the opening up of the Padma Setu, the bilateral economic relationship between the two countries, new vistas will open. Yeah.
Yes, because see, if you see, Mongla port now becomes a very critical port, because now the connectivity from Mongla also via the bridge to Dhaka, the transit times become quite less and quite economical. So that's another, it will open a lot more opportunities for both the countries.
And under your stewardship, sir, Calcutta Port is taking a number of initiatives in terms of digitization, AI initiatives, various. If you could throw some light on that to make operations more efficient.
See, as I told you that we already have a system where you need not come to the port. Whatever documents you need to file, you can file it online. There is no need to come to the port for any kind of paperwork. That is already in place. We are coming up, we already have RFID. We are coming up with a system of container tracking, wherein from a very simple mobile, you can just send a message and you will come to know where your container is lying. All that is happening. We are further going off for artificial intelligence based tracking and all those things. At the government level, the government through our Indian Port Association is going for a national logistics portal, which will provide an end-to-end solution to the end user. So if you want to send something from X place to Y, you will have every stakeholder on that in the chain available on that portal, and you will get a full solution on that.
It will make things transparent as well.
As well, think a lot of transparency will come, a lot of efficiency will come, and even the stakeholder will find a lot of value in that.
So, welcome to Headlines Tripura, which is being telecast on Bangladesh as well. So our first question would be, this whole concept of regional connectivity is becoming increasingly important as we move forward. So in this respect, how do you see this AMTOI playing a crucial role in promoting bilateral or multilateral trade and economic development?
Thank you. Well, actually, the Prime Minister's vision of a $5 trillion economy can only come about with effective supply chain and logistics. We have had many instances where we are being told our logistics cost is 18% and 12%, which is not the case. It's far lesser. Some say it's around 8%. The next 20 years or 15 years is going to be India's time. And for that, we have to have a robust supply chain, robust logistics infrastructure. Multimodalism is going to play a very big role. Multimodalism involves air, sea, rail, road, every aspect of the supply chain and the logistics movement, including warehousing. So I think that AMTOI is at the forefront. It's the only multimodal organization in India with over 350 members. We have a vast area of activities. We are represented on the four corners of India. And this is going to be the game changer. East India is the jewel in India's crown today. It's the next growth area with its strategic geographic location, with the Indo-Nepal trade, Indo-Bangladesh trade. So I think there's a great occasion today where AMTOI has had its last managing committee meeting and get together in East India to promote multimodalism.
We all have seen that recently Bangladeshi Prime Minister has visited India, and with Indian Prime Minister they have signed 7 MOUs where this regional connectivity, aerial routes, sea links, these are like very important aspects with particularly the neighboring countries. So in the wake of this, where do you see AMTOI can play a crucial role in bringing together all the favorable factors and put forward the right kind of suggestions before the government?
So AMTOI is already involved in formation of NLEAPS, which is the proposed new multimodal act. Although we are emphasizing that the old act should be maintained, we are constantly liaising with government officials to bring about and suggesting to them various things, submitting white papers so as to ensure that the stakeholders' interests are taken care of. And we are working very closely to become an SRO or self-regulatory organization. It is not the government's job to regulate and be the industry. It is the association's job to regulate its members. And I think that's going to play a very crucial role in time to come to ensure that multimodalism, connectivity, logistics, supply chain is all carried out in the proper manner.
Are you in touch with your counterparts in other countries where those logistics or supply chain companies are in touch with you? They are also giving their suggestions, and there is some kind of exchange of suggestions mechanism.
Well, that's a good question. Actually, we should be doing a lot more than we are doing right now, honestly. We have an international relations committee, so we are very close to the port of Antwerp. We also liaise with various other freight forwarding associations all over the world occasionally. Keeping this in mind, we are going to have our first overseas managing committee meeting in March in Dubai, where we will be meeting the National Freight Forwarders Association of UAE and also the Abu Dhabi ports for closer exchange of ideas and cooperation between our members.
1, 2, 3, this is the questions to both of you. What would be your suggestions for more effective use of this whole logistics, supply chain management?
Well, thank you for that. You see, all the members of MTOI, they are into multimodal activities, and by effectively handling the cargoes and using the Calcutta, as far as Eastern port is concerned, using the Kolkata port more and more, we can bring down the cost. This is very well covered by the chairman, and all the aspects have been covered by our president. So I don't really have more to add, but to say that the next growth has to be on the eastern part of India, because western part, southern part, northern part already have grown, and we have to now catch up. So we collectively have to catch up and make India a 5 trillion economy, a reality. Thank you.
What would be your suggestions to have better connectivity with the northeastern states?
Oh, this is very well covered by Chairman Vinit Kumar sir, so I cannot add anything more. And we are also trying for a tire company to take the container from Calcutta to Chittagong and then up to Tripura, 0 point. They call it zero point. So once we have done that, we will know where we stand, how much we are saving on the time and the cost. And then once it is successful, it will become the norm of the day. Both the governments are very keen. PMO is also very keen to reduce the cost of the logistics, and this is going to happen.